I'm TakiyahLouise, back out at the park today, just getting a quick walk in. Today was not the best day for me. My stomach has been in knots all day, so I haven't really been feeling well. So I'm just coming out here trying to stretch my legs to see if that makes a difference. Hopefully it does. I'm not sure though, because I still feel some discomfort in my stomach right now. But I don't know if it's something that I ate, because yesterday I had my usual Panda Express, and then I had protein cinnamon rolls, and then a couple tacos. But usually the protein cinnamon rolls was new to the equation, but the tacos and the Panda Express, those are old news. I have those ever so often. I have Panda Express every weekend, but the tacos I have every now and then, and they've never messed me up. But it could be a stomach bug from just being out in public. I don't really know. I'll have to figure that out. But gonna be out here on the trail for a little while, walking. It's gonna be dark soon, so it's gonna definitely be a shorter walk. And I didn't really have much prepared to talk about today. I guess I could talk a little bit about my experiences with the 75 soft challenge. And I did that from September to the day before Thanksgiving was my last day, my 75th day. And all in all, I think the challenge went well for me. In terms of what you have to do for the challenge, is you have to take a progress picture every day, which wasn't a problem for me, because I'd been in the habit of doing so with my shorts and everything that I do every day. So that wasn't a problem. Then you have to exercise for 45 minutes at a time. If you're doing 75 hard, you have to do 2 workouts, and one has to be outside, which I thought would be a little more challenging for me. That's why I decided to do 75 soft. So 45-minute workout, and then you have to follow a diet. I followed a whole foods diet where I was eating things like meat and potatoes and rice and salads and different stuff like that, which is different, especially incorporating like the meat or the potatoes and like the rice and stuff into the mix. And quinoa, I had a lot of that. Incorporating that into the mix was a little new, because previously I'd been following like a low carb diet where I was mostly eating like steak salads and chicken salads and like Panda Express teriyaki chicken, just a lot of meat and stuff like that. But this time around I got to incorporate some fun stuff like potatoes and rice and different grains and bread, so that was okay. And so after following the diet, you have to read 10 pages. I wanted to get more reading in, so I ended up doing reading for 15 pages or listening to an audiobook for 30 minutes. And I got through about 6 different books. I did drop one, but ultimately I made it through 6 books. I read one, and it was pretty good. I like listening to audiobooks because you get to hear like the different perspectives and voices of the different authors that you're reading from, or even like the voice actors, the way that they portray the story can be different from what's in your mind. So that's always interesting. And then after reading, you have to clean for 15 minutes. And at first I didn't like this part because when I clean, I usually would do like a deep clean on the weekend, just kind of hold everything off, push everything off until the weekend and stuff like that. But then as I was doing this challenge, I found that it's much easier for you to go ahead and do the cleaning. It's much easier for you to go ahead and do the cleaning for 15, 20, 25 minutes a day than to have to spend hours doing it on the weekend. So that's something that I learned. Instead of dreading it and pushing it off to the weekend, do a little bit each day and it becomes a piece of cake. So that's something I've kept up with. And everything. Oh yeah, and you have to drink water. For the 75 soft challenge, I elected to drink 100 ounces of water. I was already drinking 96 ounces of water per day. And what ended up happening was I have a 24-ounce bottle and I was filling it up, and 4 times is the 96. And then by the time I had to get those last 4 ounces, I'd already be filling my bottle up again. So it'd be like 5 times full. And I'd be tempted to drink it all. So then I was getting like 120 something. I don't remember the 120. Anyway, ounces of water a day. And I was feeling like the jump between 96 ounces or 100 ounces and 120 ounces, it doesn't seem like much, but I felt it. I just felt like bloated and slowed down and just like water was always slushing around in my belly. And I don't know, it was something that I didn't keep up with it after 75 soft for like 2 weeks or so, maybe 3 weeks or so. I was just going back to drinking around 96 ounces, but now I'm making an effort to drink more again, just because I think in the long run it is probably better for me to drink as much water as possible, because the only thing I really drink is I drink protein shakes, I drink water. I've been drinking some Milo sweet tea, 0 sugar sweet tea, and these drinks called Zoas. They're like energy drinks. I've been drinking those, and that's pretty much it. But water remains supreme in terms of what I consume, my beverage of choice during the day. So those were the things that you had to do for 75 soft. And I'll recap if I can remember. You have to, let's see. Number 1 was progress pictures. Number 2 was exercise. Number 3 was follow a diet. Number 4 was the reading. Number 5 was the cleaning. And then, because I wanted to do a little more, I incorporated another one, which was skincare. And every night I did a full skincare routine where I would wash my face and tone my face and moisturize my face. And for a little while I was using a gua sha tool, which is like this little stone thing where you like kind of rub it on your face in different motions, and it's supposed to help with lymphatic drainage. I was doing that for a while until the one that I bought was the one that I had was like a stone, and I dropped it in the sink and it cracked in half, so I couldn't use that anymore. And then I bought another one that was metal, and I continued to use that one, but I haven't been doing that portion of the skincare, the gua sha. I should probably get back into that, but I still do the different washing and the toning and the moisturizing on my face and everything like I should. And actually, right now I'm not even using a moisturizer. I'm just using the toner, the CosRx BHA AHA clarifying toner, and it's really, I still have dark marks on my face, but it's really cleared up my skin. Like, it's not bumpy at all. It's like pretty much all smooth, and the only thing that's left behind is the dark marks from when I had pimples. Like this mark right here, that was my last pimple, and that was only like a couple weeks ago, and it's pretty much already faded. So that stuff works wonders. I bought the first one, I used it up, and then I bought 2 more just to make sure that I didn't run out, because I'm bad about that. Sometimes I'll have something that I really like, and then I'll be like, I'll just get it later. And then by the time later comes around, it's out of stock and won't be coming back. Something like that. Tragic always happens to me. But yeah, that was my 75 soft experience. Overall, it wasn't bad. I say the takeaways for me for 75 soft would be, in terms of water, start drinking immediately after you get ready in the morning. That's the easiest way to make sure that you don't come 11:30 and you're guzzling freaking 36 ounces of water or whatever it is you have to finish. Start early in the day and get it out of the way. In terms of diet, planning out your diet in advance, like the night before, or even, heck, if you can do it a couple days before or a week before, just so you know what you're going to be having, and plan out snacks accordingly. Like if you buy a big bag of, say, popcorn or something, you can, and you don't want to wait out each time after you buy the bag, just get some Ziploc baggies and go from there and portion out the correct serving size, because then it'll be helpful for you to, when you want to start snacking, you're not tempted to go back into the big bag when you finish your bowl that hasn't been portioned out, because you see the portions already and you already know what you're supposed to be getting, and you go according to that, and that helps you stay on track. I've done that before, but personally, I have enough time that I can just go ahead and portion it out before I eat it. But either way works, as long as you're kind of, oh, there's some kids up here. What are they doing? Anyway, as long as you get your portions under control, that's a very helpful thing in terms of following a diet. And oh my god, they're fighting on the ground. This is going to be awkward. But in terms of following the diet, portioning out your food and planning out your meals really helps. And once you get that down, there shouldn't be much else that you have to worry about, because you already know what you're going to eat and you already know how much you're supposed to be eating. It's just a matter of sticking to that. And once you stick to that, you're pretty much golden. And then, let's see, I talked about food, I talked about water. What else? Reading is another thing too. If you don't feel like you can read 10 pages all in one chunk, break it down. Read maybe 3 pages at a time, and then just go back to it sometimes. Because what happened with me was I would wait reading oftentimes would be like the last thing that I would do. Like if it was listening to a book, then I would do that throughout the day, like when I'm working or walking or even cooking or something or cleaning, I could listen to the book. But if it was in terms of actually sitting down and reading, I just often wait till before bed. And there's times when I was like tired and I'm like dragging and I'm like, man, I gotta finish these pages. And then before you know it, time has passed and you finally get your pages done. You're just like, man, I would never want to do that again. I want to have my reading done straight away. So that's what reading, break it up into a couple pages at a time if you need to throughout the day. Water, get it done as early as possible. And then food, following the diet, portion out your stuff and plan your meals. Those are my main takeaways. And it's starting to get a little darker now and my stomach is still flip-flopping. So I think I'm going to call this walk. And please, if you enjoy the video, like, comment, and subscribe. Remember to be a good human. And until the next video, take care.